Hello and welcome to Little Sue, and welcome to the lovely Miss Sarah's page. Now Sarah is here on YouTube. She is Sarah's Shabby Chic Creations here on YouTube, and her channel will be linked down in the description box below. So for Sarah's theme, Sarah asked for, my theme is tea and cake. Been thinking of this long and hard, and I would love vintage tones with pastel colours. Anything can be used on my page. She gives some inspiration of tea-dyed papers, filtered bags, teacup wrappers, cupcake wrappers, stuff like that. So this is the lovely Sarah's page that I have created. Now this one I did buy Artemisi's, I think it was Time for Tea, digital papers. So most of this is Artemis with some images like this big massive postage stamp that I upsized so that I'd have a really nice image here. And this is just a sticker. So on the front here, there's obviously the big stamp here that I've upsized to make it really nice and big. And then what I've done is I've backed these on so that she's got journaling spaces. So this one I think came off of the Facebook group Free Printables, and this one came from Antique Papery, and it was an ATC set of 8. I've used a couple of them in here. And then down here is a wee mason jar. This is just a wee tuck spot in here. This is a big tuck spot, and then I've got a little tuck spot down the bottom. And this is just the mason jar with some little bit of journaling space down the bottom here. So I sort of ran with the whole tea and cake theme entirely, with the teapots and teacups and actual cakes. So in here, there's a lot going on in here. So this page here, I've used, this banner came from Artemisi's Digitals, and I've just turned it into a tuck spot here. I've also, did I make that a tuck spot? No. So this teacup was sent as a tag to me, but I have decided to use it as a teacup instead. So I just took out the ribbon. I've got a tuck spot here, and in here is just 2 little journaling spaces. And then this pink with white polka dots is actually a cupcake case. It's one of those paper cup muffin cases actually. It's not a cupcake case, it's a muffin case. So I've used 2 of them, glued them together to give it some strength, because I didn't want to just use one layer because I knew that wouldn't be strong enough. And then this is where Sarah's journaling notebook thing is that I made her. This is a Artemis. This tag came as part of her kit. And then up here we've got another little postage stamp, and it's just of a tiny little teacup with some beautiful flowers in it. I absolutely love this teacup. I really like those types of teacups, so when I seen those postage stamps I knew I had to use them in Sarah's pages, even if it meant putting them all over the place. I sort of really wanted to have them all in. And then obviously this is just another journaling space with another cake in it. So on here, this is Sarah's flip out with some journaling space for her to use. Now this I turned into a sort of half tuck. So I've glued from here down the way, just because the journaling card would have like disappeared in here if I didn't. And this is another one of those big massive images with this one here that I do know came from the Free Printable Facebook group. And it's just the very old vintage sort of style teapot, which is absolutely gorgeous. And the cake tray. That's the first place I always go when I go to a buffet restaurant place. So they just sit in there. So there's also another tuck spot in here, and this image actually matches half of this image here, which is why I put it down there, because I thought it matched really nicely. I made another little envelope. Oh. Okay, I can't get into that envelope, so I will leave that to Sarah, for Sarah to figure out. Because if I try and pull that, I'm going to rip it, and I don't want to do that before Sarah gets it. So I'm going to leave that for Sarah to deal with. But inside there is just like cakes, teacups, teapots, stickers. It's all little mini stickers that's in there just for Sarah to use. And then this came out of a paper pad that I think I got from Home Bargains. And all I've done is I've just added on this little postage stamp just in an empty space, just to give it a little bit of decoration, because it looked very plain without anything on it. So I wanted to do something. And up here is where Sarah's altered paperclip is, with an S on it. And then on the back here, there's not an awful lot of space. So what I did is I really wanted this image. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I wanted to turn it into a big tuck spot. But what was added on to the side here didn't actually match. So I've not fussy cut, but I've cut around this to give it some, so that it's not a straight edge basically. So that she's got a little bit of journaling space. This is obviously my little flip up. Couldn't go without it, had to put it in. And this teacup is actually a tuck spot. And all I've did is I've added in one of Antique Papery's, another one of her journaling cards, and this is the walnut fudge cake, which I would have to say would be my favourite. And this beautiful image of the lady pouring the very old looking teapot, which came from the free Facebook free printable page. And they just go in there like that. So that is the lovely Sarah's journal page. I hope you like what I've made. I will leave Sarah's channel down in the description box below. Please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the journaling page. My process video will be linked onto the end of this video. If you want to stay and continue watching, that will be there for you. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.